This one is subtle, and you won't be able to observe it with every person you meet and interact with. It takes a while sometimes before you can really get going into a deep conversation, but once you can get into topics that might either be too taboo to talk about or just tend to be more or less controversial, such as politics or religion, this trait really sticks out like a sore thumb, and says much more about the person than the other person will realize. That trait? Willingness to actually let the other person finish talking before attempting to cut them off. It seems as if, when you start to talk about a certain type of topic, religion, politics, etc., whenever you start to say something that mildly disagrees with the other person, you can just see the uneasiness building up on their face. They're looking for the slightest window of opportunity to cut you off and tell you why you're wrong. I see it in others, and, after careful examination of myself, have noticed it in my own way of talking as well. It's funny, whenever we finish talking to said rude individual who keeps cutting us off, we usually dismiss them as arrogant or even close-minded. The strange thing is, many times we do it ourselves without even noticing. The point is, it's such a subtle trait, from what I've noticed, though tells you so much about the other person. It tells you that if they aren't good listeners, or at least don't appear so be. They might be slightly arrogant and might be a little close-minded. Now, what happens when someone else lets you actually finish your sentence? You actually get to speak your whole mind, and then, the other person is able to make a proper and well-informed response to your thoughts. You guys are actually debating against the truth of each other's thoughts, not just pieces and fragments. Of course, this is a nuanced thing as well, and the devil is in the details as, you shouldn't just talk forever without letting the other person speak, and then you should also let the other person know when they might be going on too long. Which that takes self-awareness on both parties' part. But I think you get my point. Final words, there are a lot of us who aren't very good listeners, and maybe we don't even know it.